Folks, welcome to the 2019 Rogers WHL Championship Series post-game with the Prince Albert Raiders. At the far left, we have goaltender Ian Scott. The center of the table, we have head coach Marc Habscheid. And to my immediate left, we have Brett Leason. Coach, we'll start with you tonight. A win in Game 4. Overall thoughts on your team's performance?
You know what, we give Vancouver credit. They came out hard at the start, and you know, I thought we weathered it, and we didn't take a step back. We wanted to make sure that we were assertive in our game, and it was an intense first period. There was a lot going on, and then we got to the second period, and then I thought you know, it leveled out quite a bit, and the pace and the intensity leveled off, and I thought the last 10 in the second were good. We had our game going again, and then the third, it was seesaw back and forth, and then Lease got the breakaway, and then Scotty made a couple big saves. So in the playoffs, it's not about anything other than winning, and we won the game, and that's what matters.
Coach, you've seen a lot of performances, especially this year from Ian Scott. Was this the best one or one of the best ones?
Well, you know, it's right up there, and I think what's important is it's a big game. It's one thing to get a shutout against a lesser team in November on a Wednesday, but when you're playing against in the league final against a good team and your team needs you, that's where you got to step up. And you know, that's why he's an elite goaltender, and that's why Lease is an elite skater. So big moments are for big players, and sometimes guys want to shy away from those times, and that's not what it's all about. And these guys stepped up tonight, and that's what we needed them to do.
Yeah, Ian, on their first huge save on Joseph there on the rebound, did you even see him in that situation, or just kind of stick the pad out? What was going through your mind in that situation?
Just stay with the puck. That's pretty much the only thing.
And then the big save on Kanik Liebert there as well. Byram sets him up across ice. What would you see on that play as well?
Just trying to get something in front of it. You know, he's wide open, so just anything I can. And
then Brett, you know, before you you know, got your breakaway, a couple sequences before he makes that big save on Joseph. What does that do to the team? You know, watching him make that big save.
It's definitely huge for us. You know, in a back and forth game, you need your goalie to be there, and he stepped up big. Made some big saves, and especially when I got my breakaway he made a big save to stop that, and then we had a quick transition the other way.
You know, on your breakaway, take me through your breakaway and what that felt like, you know, afterwards as well.
I was just skating as fast as I could, trying to get down there, and the goalie came out pretty far. Figured he'd open up his blocker, and that's where I put it.
You know, Coach, you know, you say one game at a time. You know, to me, quite a bit over the years. You know, one game away from the championship. I mean, does that change the preparation at all? And if so, how hard would it be to keep it the same?
So you're telling me I use a lot of cliches? Is that what you're accusing me of? Not me. You know me better than that. We're still one game away. The great thing is we're only one game away. But I've learned, because I'm old as dirt, that you don't give games away, not at this level and not with this at stake. So we're going to absolutely enjoy this till midnight. Tomorrow's a new day. We're going to forget about it tomorrow. We're let the guys get away from the rink and forget about hockey for a day, and then wind her up again on Friday. But we still have a lot of respect for Vancouver. They played well tonight, but we're one shot away. And the great thing is when you're that close, guys can smell it. So motivation is not a factor. So they'll be motivated. This is, you know, for both teams, this is a prestigious championship, and a lot of guys, because of the age, the most chances you can get is 5 times, and it's a tough trophy to win. And the guys now can see it, they can smell it, they're close to it, they can't grab it, they can look at it, they can't grab it yet, but when you're that close, the motivation is there. And but yet you can't get ahead of yourselves. You just got to keep playing the right way and doing the right things, and my guys are good that way. So we're just going to forget about this tomorrow and worry about Friday on Friday. Yeah, it was. I think, obviously Scotty played pretty good, but I thought their goaltender played good too. He made some key saves at some key times. He played well. So give him some credit. But and that's where not much between the teams tonight. They had a breakaway, they didn't score. We had a breakaway, he scored. That's the difference. So it's not like one team played terrible and the other team played outstanding. We talked about it earlier in the series. It's about there's just such a fine line between winning and losing, and you get a break here, you break there, and then you hear so many times that, well, we didn't play the good. No, it's you get a bounce here, you get a bounce there. They missed a breakaway. We scored on ours. We win the game. End of story.
The boys played very aggressively along the boards, and I think that made a big difference, and it turned a lot of pucks over. It hemmed the Giants in their zone quite a bit, and that aspect of the game, I think, is quite important for you.
Yeah, I think, our guys, they're such a close-knit bunch, and they care about each other, and they'll do what it takes to help one another, and part of our game is speed taking away space, and that goes in the offensive zone too, to once we lose the puck to work to get it back. And the other thing that I really liked is, I probably blocked 3 shots in my career, and probably 2 of them were by accident. So we had a lot of guys that don't block shots, and that speaks for the type of people we have. And there was, like Cole Fonstead, I think he had 4 or 5 blocks tonight. And that's doing what you have to do to help the team to win. And every one of our guys is willing to do that. There was some guy, our fourth line didn't get a lot of ice, but when they were out there, they created a lot of space. So what I'm most proud of my guys is about they care about one another. They put their needs behind them. They care about the team first. And I'm proud of them for that. And it was nice to see that they got rewarded for that 1-0 game. But the guys were as happy as it was if each guy would have got 5 points each in the game. So that's a tribute to them playing the team game.
Brett and Ian, I'm wondering if you guys can talk about what it feels like after such a long season, after such an emotional season, to be here one win away from taking the league championship.
Yeah, well, we came into this year knowing we could do something special this year, and like you said, we're 1 game away. So yeah.
Yeah, we knew we could be here all the time. I know we have lots of adversity, a few pivotal game 5s in the playoffs here. But we've been battling through it, and to get to this point, and we're gonna keep going.
I saw a couple little smiles there, guys. They're just such good guys, such good people. Like you can tell here, they're not going to be on the speakers tour when their careers are over, but they just go about their business, and they worry about their teammates, and there's no big shot-itis with these guys. That's what I like a lot about them.